Hi, I'm Moby, and I'm here to talk to you about a free music site that I've started. It's specifically designed for independent and nonprofit filmmakers, because when I was in college, I was an independent nonprofit filmmaker. You can either go to moby.com or go to mobygratis.com, and you sign in, and you're given, I guess, a password and a user ID. And there are about 60 or 70 pieces of music there, and they're all available for free or gratis use. So basically, you listen to the pieces of music, you download them, and if you want to, you can use them. And there's no charge as long as the films are non-commercial and independent, non-profit. If you do have a fantastic windfall and someone decides to buy your film, at that point you'll have to apply for a commercial license for the music, but it's not going to be very expensive, I promise. And the money will go to a good place. We're setting up a charitable foundation for it. So I hope you have fun with it, and I hope you find stuff that you can use. And if you feel like it, please send me a link to some of the work that you've done, because I'd love to see the work you've done with my music. A friend of mine is a painter, and he for a while was painting from photographs. And he got sued by some of the photographers because the photographs were copyright, had copyright attached to them. But what was so strange is that the photographs were of things that had copyright attached to them. Like let's say a picture of like kids in a car drinking Coke. Well, there's the Coke logo, there's the car, there's the clothes they're wearing. All these things have copyright and trademark attached to them. But the photographer didn't have to pay anything to those copyrights, but yet she could sue my friend who painted the image. It's very strange. I mean, like, again, going back to that issue of ownership, and that's essentially what copyright is. When you own a copyright, you own the the ownership of intellectual property. But it's so hard on a more broad level to justify the ownership of intellectual property. When an artist makes something, whether it's a writer or a filmmaker or a musician or a sculptor or a photographer, you make something ideally with the idea of people responding to it. And what I really like about this gratis site is I can put music up there that most likely wouldn't find a commercial audience if I released it on a CD. Because the music that's up there, it's relatively obscure. It's score, it's soundtrack music. There are no lyrics, there are no vocals. So if people are willing to go to the site and use the music, I'm very grateful, because it's music that otherwise probably would have a very, very limited audience. Most films, even a lot of experimental film, the score is kind of generic. And I love it when I go to see a movie and I'm surprised by the way the director has used music. Because so much of it's just so conventional. Ultimately, I'd love to have other musicians put music up there as well. I'll probably update it every 3 months, every 4 months, put like another 20 pieces of music up there. So I think it'll be updated hopefully fairly regularly. There's no real marketing plan. It's just like, oh, here's the music. I hope someone goes and uses it. Please stay tuned, if you can say stay tuned for a website, to sundancechannel.com, because we'll be doing a lot of things with this free music site in the future. So have fun, and thanks.